It's so hot to me that you're pregnant. I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
I don't like to ick on people's kinks, but that's a weird one.
That's a weird one.
That's a weird one.
That's a very, very... Or like the getting people pregnant thing. You ever
That's
heard
a
of
thing?
that? That's a kink. I'm going to get you pregnant. No, the fuck you're not.
We have to get into the kink thing at some point.
We have to do this. Has to be 2 parts. You gotta make
Why?
it 2
What
parts.
time is it? How long have we been going?
I know, I have to
It's
pee.
7:47.
Go pee. You're fine.
Yeah, you can
go pee. We can cut this out. All right, we're back. Sorry, we had to take a little fucking break there. We've been going for longer than usual, so we all had to take pee breaks and stuff. So, Keith, splice this shit together. Do your magic, buddy.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. But yeah, so where were we at? We're talking about...
Yes, you got
No, we're not talking about him.
We got sent to Colorado. We're in Colorado.
Yes, and I ended up leaving him. He was so terrible. He was so bad. He's so abusive.
Yeah.
And that's when I finally started realizing, actually, I was like, this is not fucking normal. I like finally had a revelation.
Like an epiphany.
Of like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what am I doing?
Just like repeatedly dating these pieces of shit.
Yeah, and I still am. And I still am.
Right.
But the difference is I'm not sticking around.
Right.
You know, I'm leaving.
You know, right.
Yeah, and learning from each experience. But, so I ended up leaving him. I moved into a place with like 4 other roommates. It was 2 couples.
Okay.
But you stayed in Colorado though, right?
It was in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
A big house. Like, huge house.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What was it like to get adjusted to the elevation?
It was not easy. No, really. It was not easy. Because I didn't know how to bake. I was like, how the fuck do I make cookies?
Or like breathing or anything like that?
The breathing wasn't bad.
No.
It was the baking.
The fact that you asked her if you could ask her that.
That's what it was.
I didn't want to interrupt,
I was
dude.
like, I expected something like, I thought you were going to say, did you fuck either of those couples?
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get there.
100% the question I thought you were going to ask, and you go, how was getting used to the elevation?
How was that for you?
That was
It's
the tism.
so bad,
that
dude.
was the tism talking.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Yep.
I know the elevation because I'm a snowboarder and I'm like a hardcore snowboarder. I worked at a ski resort for years, and I've always wanted to go to Colorado. And everybody I've always talked to is like, the elevation's terrible. It's so hard to get used to as a New Yorker.
I don't remember that being a thing for me.
No, well, so some people it doesn't affect, but a lot of people, because you're so high in elevation there, it can like really fuck you up.
Sickness.
Yeah, you can like get really fucked up by it. That's the only reason.
I think I'm just really strong.
Oh yeah,
Because it didn't do
That's what it is.
anything. Nothing.
That threw me off.
But baking, learning how to bake,
It's different.
so different.
yeah, of course.
The elevation. You
Yeah.
have to cook at different
Everything is
degrees.
different when you're that high up.
So fucking
feel so
confusing.
privileged because I never would have thought of this.
You don't even cook.
Right. I'm like, what? Who thinks?
This bitch hasn't lifted a finger in 3
I made
years.
scrambled eggs this morning.
Literally. She
other
talks
than
shit about me. This bitch has not lifted a finger
Yesterday,
in 3 years. 3 years.
Coworker, and I was like, Alex and I are getting in a fight, and then my one coworker goes, "Why? Because he didn't say I love you the second you woke up this morning, because he does everything else." And I was like,
Well, if you don't
Okay.
say I love you when you wake up, do you?
right. I was like, yeah,
Every morning at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning when I go to work.
I love you.
You're supposed to say it.
I do. I've
Good.
never not done it.
That's good.
I've never not done it.
Right.
Good.
Anyways,
Anyway.
Back to the elevation.
fucking elevation, baking in the elevation, and then I thought it was like code when you said that, and you were like baking, and I was like getting high. It's different. It's Colorado.
Well, weed's legal there.
Weed
Right,
is legal.
so I thought you were like, I was like,
No.
is that code for something?
No, I was just genuinely asking. Like, what was it like getting adjusted to the elevation?
Oh, okay.
It wasn't anything crazy for me.
Oh, all right.
Besides baking.
Just the baking. That was difficult. It was.
What's different about it?
You have to bake on a different degree.
Yeah.
And for different periods of time. And I'm like, how the fuck do I learn this?
So did the boxes say different things? there?
No, they were just regular things. So you had to Google
The change.
how to
The
make
calculation.
things.
Weird.
How to make brownies in Colorado.
Colorado Springs.
I'm learning new things today.
Yeah, that
That's
really
crazy.
threw me off.
That's hilarious.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're living with these couples.
Yeah, and I had just left, and prior to that, I had caught him like while he was in and like messaging prostitutes over email.
Nice.
And you didn't know anybody in Colorado, right?
No.
So where were you when he was deployed? You were in Colorado.
Yes. So
Just alone.
yeah. So when he deployed was when I moved out into the new place.
Okay.
But I had caught him emailing prostitutes, and then when I found it, he gaslit me and was like, "I knew you were gonna find that loser because you were going through my stuff, and I knew you were going to." And I was like, "So you purposely messaged a prostitute?"
Right. So that
That's
I would
normal
find
though.
it.
So like I had a friend.
It's not.
Oh no. Sorry, I'm sorry.
And
So I had a friend who was deployed to. He's now deceased. Zach,
Okay.
who we talk about all the time, Zach Edwards. He didn't die in Afghanistan, but he was single, but he would do the same shit because it's like a sense of
Single.
normalcy.
Right, if you're
it's
single,
like
that makes
when you're
sense.
over there, he was a Marine. I don't know what
Fucking,
year.
if you're not single, write your wife.
I don't
Write
know
her a
what-
dirty message.
He was just an Army guy.
Army.
My buddy was a Marine, and he would. He got kicked out of the Army for fucking some Afghanistan girl, and she filmed it.
wow, that's actually really funny.
So they kicked him out of the Army. He got a dishonorably discharged. It might have been honorably discharged
Probably
for-
honorably well.
for that
United
reason.
States.
But yeah,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
apparently it's a normal thing when you're
Messaging prostitutes.
deployed. That's what a lot of vets do, I guess.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I mean, I
Still
can't
cheating on
imagine
your
it
wife,
is.
so-
I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm
No,
just saying that
Right.
it.
a lot of
is-
people do
A
that.
lot
It
of
was
people do
normalized,
do
right?
that. Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
very normal.
Common.
It's very it's very
Yeah.
common for
people do
people to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just that he did though.
Right.
He was still in love with his ex before me. She took his virginity.
Oh wow, you're one of those fucking fags.
He had one person before me,
That's so weird,
and
dude.
he was just such a narcissist and so full of himself. He just thought he was better than everybody. He was
South
so
Dakota.
abusive.
You're from South Dakota. Shut
You're,
up.
like-
Humble yourself.
I think
Who
I'm
even
cool
lives
though.
there?
Exactly.
Who the fuck lives there? He's
Do you-
the only person.
Do you think I'm a narcissist?
Yes.
Yes.
You have narcissistic
You do, you
tendencies.
do.
Come on.
I can feel it radiating off
What?
of you.
I'm the
do.
fixer. I'm really trying to fix you.
I'm not
my
a bad
God.
guy.
I've made great improvements in you in the last.
But
3
I'm not a
years.
bad guy,
No, it
and I
doesn't
wasn't
mean
when
you're
you.
bad.
I wasn't when I met you.
That doesn't. Yeah.
I just.
Doesn't mean that you're bad.
I feel like for me, I'm very self-confident.
okay.
Which is that a narcissistic tendency, or am I
Yes,
just
it
confident in
depends.
myself?
It depends.
You
Depends on how you handle it.
Right. The way you handle it is very narcissistic.
What does that mean?
You're not confident. You're full of yourself.
What the fuck is the difference?
We're not interrogating you in this episode, Alex.
Oh, all right.
I feel like
isn't
it's
about you.
I feel like it's different when you're like humble.
Right, because you're like, no one else has ever been as fucking good as I am, and I know that.
That's
and
not
every
me.
time I see my reflection in the window, in the mirror,
Wait,
I look at myself.
I do that.
Okay, but the window that's in the kitchen,
I flex in it
next
all
to
the time.
next to the fridge,
I
It
flex
makes
my
my-
butt
Always.
cheeks.
It makes my muscles look so good.
always.
Yeah,
but like
I do that
we'll be
too.
having a conversation, and he's just staring.
I
Like
do that.
I do it too, but he does it like 300 times a day.
No, I do not. Stop lying.
You do it more
Only
than
when
that.
I'm drunk and we're listening
When
to
he's
music because
drunk,
that's where the
4 days a week.
speaker is.
4 days a week.
Three.
You're
He's
flexing,
3
For
days
the
a
3
week.
hours he's able to stay
flexing
awake.
hard
I'm alone for a while, so I stand there.
and fucking check yourself out.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with
for
that.
the whole time you're alone.
The whole time I'm alone, I'm listening to the Dixie Chicks
flexing in
flexing.
the window.
flexing in the window.
I will be taking a video of this and putting it on our
You
TikTok.
have to.
so
That's literally what I do.
this will be a TikTok
so
soon.
funny.
I've got you guys covered.
That is so funny.
That's literally what I do.
It'll probably be tonight. when
has to
When
be.
you leave, he'll be drunk.
Don't leave my imagination going.
Right. Oh my god. No wonder he's full of himself.
Because Earl had to die, and I'm like, yeah,
Yes, the fuck he did.
fucking scumbag.
You deserve it.
Oh my god. Hilarious.
Fucking Dixie Chicks.
I love them. They're my favorite. I love them. I don't know. It's got to be from my childhood.
How about Shania
Mama
Twain?
is
Love her.
right.
Love
Love her.
Shania. I love Shania.
You know who Jody Messina is?
Yeah.
Fucking A. She's my girl.
Messina.
She's my girl. We were listening to her last night.
What does she sing? What's one of her songs?
Oh, fuck, you put me on.
I can't remember.
Sorry, Jody Messina.
I know who
Shania
she
Twain
is.
girl.
Me too.
Anyways.
Oh, I don't have my phone. I don't have my
Over
phone.
this.
I don't have my phone.
Jody Messina.
She's the best, dude. No, that's the Dixie Chicks.
Let's see.
Fuck, we literally were just listening to her last night. What's the song I listen
I'm
to all
all
the time?
right. Bye bye.
I'm all right.
Heads Carolina, Tails California.
That's a great song.
Maybe I don't know her.
I know
Heads
that.
California. Well, that got remade by
Right,
some
Cole
fucking
Swindell.
gay.
Cole Swindell. It's a
Idiot.
really cute song, actually. That's all I got.
I love Jody Messina though.
Is
It's
she like an older artist?
Yeah, she's from the
She's
'90s.
like Shania Twain.
Yeah,
But
she-
didn't make it as popular.
No, she did. She was huge, and then Shania came out,
And she fell
and
off.
then she fell off. Yeah,
Because Shania.
Right.
yeah. Who the fuck's gonna take that
loved her.
spotlight?
A Canadian beauty.
Dude, she was at Lakeview this year.
She's so cool with her pink hair.
A friend of mine went to that show at Lakeview
Oh, yeah,
Amphitheater.
I know. Sam went there.
A lot of people
there.
went. Yeah, she was like on a chopper, like fucking
Wow.
straddling
Yes.
it, fucking singing. It's
Wow.
She's a bad bitch.
That's cool.
right.
like, dude, she's wild.
Performing even this late. I mean, I just called her old. I just called Shania Twain old.
She is.
She is, but she looks good.
She looks great.
Fabulous.
really good.
She's killing it.
Yeah. I don't know what we were talking about now.
Colorado, you're
Colorado.
being a narcissist.
We get so off track.
Sorry, it's my fault. My
How did we
fault.
get to Shania
My
Twain?
fault. My fault. Dixie Chicks.
That's right.
You being a narcissist.
Yeah.
I am not.
Right. So him,
That's what they all say.
exactly.
Come on.
They don't even know they're
Don't
narcissists.
do that to me. Do not do that to me.
Don't even know.
Please.
I love you so much.
Please don't do that to me.
You do everything for me. I can't talk shit. I will, because that's
shit.
what this is, but
You have to.
that's what I do.
I'm not a narcissist.
He was.
So what happened?
For sure. He was. Yeah, he just made me feel terrible about myself,
Cute.
essentially. But I ended up leaving him and moving into the new place. And one night, it was a 90s night down at one of the bars that was close by. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put on a, what was those shirts back in the day that was like anti-drug? I can't remember.
Dare.
The Dare.
I put on a
the Dare
Dare crop
program. Oh my God.
Dare
That's
crop
awesome.
top and like a jean jacket.
Cute.
And I had my hair up, like, you know how you used to put it on top of your head, like
Killing
split
it.
side to
Yeah.
side.
That's how I learned how to do my daughter's hair.
Yeah. Yeah. And I drove down there in my ex-husband's car. So it was a Challenger.
So fast as fuck.
Yup. And I drove down and I didn't think I was going to get drunk, but I was just going to Uber home. But my friends met me out and this really hot guy came with her and I was like, wow, he's cute. So we were like talking through the night and I was like, well, I'm going to Uber home. I was drunk as fuck. And he goes, no, like I can drive you. And I was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, take me home.
Right, yes, definitely.
I'm like newly single. I'm so fucked up from my marriage. I'm like, don't even know what to do with myself. And I had a donut on my side, the passenger side, from the night before. And this guy goes 110 in the Challenger. The donut flies off on my side. I don't even remember if I told him there was a donut. I don't remember.
Right. You were drunk.
Yeah, you can only for people that don't know, when you put a donut on your car, it says 55. That's
Right.
it.
Or less.
Or less.
Yeah. And
That's
so,
all you can do.
Yeah. And so he hit another woman head on at that speed.
Oh my God.
At 110.
You're in the car.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the impact was on my side.
Oh my God.
Because the donut was on my side.
Right.
So the car like turns and hit this other woman. And he only like pierced a lung. So he was totally fine. He was out of the hospital in like 3 days.
Wow.
And that woman broke her neck, which she actually is so crazy. She was from Watertown too.
Whoa.
In Colorado.
At the same exact time.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
That's some final destination.
I
to
only
Yeah.
know that because one of my friends reached out to me and she was like, hey, that was my friend from back here too.
Wow.
So it was just so crazy to me.
That's wild.
That's
Really,
super weird.
really crazy. And yeah, so I'm only alive because I was wearing my seatbelt and I was drunk.
Right. So
Yeah,
you relaxed.
you went limp. So yeah.
Yeah. And I broke over 100 bones from head to toe. So, like, my face, my shoulders, my collarbones, my arms, my legs, my feet, everything is broken. And I was in a coma for 3 days, not induced.
I was gonna ask.
I had brain hemorrhage, and they had to do surgery. And then my arm was amputated. I got gangrene from diabetes because my arm was so broken. There was no blood flow. My hand was turning black. It was literally dying. So they took a blood valve from the outside of my thigh and tried to get my blood flowing, but they couldn't, and they had to amputate. And it is my dominant hand, so that's my luck.
Is it above the elbow or below the elbow?
A little bit below.
A little bit below?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And I was not expected to pull through. So
Right. So that was the least of their worries, your fucking hand.
yeah, like I would rather be here than I always wonder if I was given a choice of whether or not to come back.
Interesting.
Because I did some weird, wild shit when I came out of my coma. Like, it just kind of proves to me that there's more beyond this world.
Do you remember anything from the coma?
No, it was all black, but
So 3 days you were out for?
3 days, yeah.
Jesus.
And when I came out of my coma, my mom was there, actually. I think that's, like, one of the first times she's ever shown up for me.
Right.
Is when I'm dying. And as soon as they like pull the tube out of my throat, I was like, hey, I need you to call my sister right now. Out of a 3-day coma. And I was like, I have to tell her friend Tori something. And I don't even know Tori. I met Tori like 2 years prior to even moving to Colorado one time.
Whoa.
And somehow out of a 3-day coma, I knew she was with my sister. How? I don't know.
Right.
But I was just like, hey, Tori, everything's going to be okay. I have your heart in my hand. Everything's going to be okay. And at first she was like, what?
What the fuck you
What are you
talking about?
talking about? I was like, I have your heart in my hand. Everything's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to move past this. And her grandpa,
Me out so bad.
it like finally hit her and she started crying because her grandpa died the morning I pulled through.
Jesus Christ.
And there's no way he didn't tell me to reach out to this girl. I don't
Right.
even know this girl.
Yeah.
How do I know she's with my sister fresh out of a coma?
Ooh, I just got goosebumps.
I'm done.
And
I'm done.
And, like,
I'm done.
ever since then, my intuition has been so fucking insane. Like, I'll have dreams about people cheating on me, and then it comes to fruition in real life. Like, I have people send me screenshots of, like, my partner cheating on me, and I'm like, bro, like, it felt so real in my dream, but it's a dream, so I'm not gonna act on it. But then it, comes to every single time. Anytime somebody betrays me, I swear to God, the universe,
it's happening before it even happens.
And the universe delivers it to me.
Right.
Every time.
She's a bitch, isn't
Every
she?
time.
Yeah, she is.
And, like, when my mom died, I had actually gone no contact with her because even through my adult years, she was abusive. And I'm like, I don't have to fucking deal with this anymore.
Right, I'm an adult.
And so I woke up with this feeling. I was like, my mom's dead. It woke me up dead out of a sleep. I had anxiety, and I was like, holy fuck, I have to go check on my mom. And I'm calling her. She's not answering. I'm like, okay, maybe she's sleeping. I'm like talking myself out of it. And I call this guy from Tinder because I didn't have anybody else to bring me. This guy doesn't even really know me.
Right.
And the whole way there, I'm like, my mom's dead. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find her. And he's like, no, like, she's probably just sleeping. She's probably, like, just really
This
drunk.
poor guy.
I'm like,
really
no,
like,
you need to
what the
listen to
fuck?
me. I probably sound crazy as fuck, but I can't tell you how sure I am that I'm about to find my mom dead. And we, like, pull up, and I'm, like, trying to get myself
Right, to go in.
amped up to go knock on her door. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
And he's like, just go, you know, you never know. And I was like, all right.
But you do.
Yeah, so I'm, like, walking up the stairs, and I knock on her door, and she doesn't come. And I'm like, maybe she's sleeping. And I'm knocking. And I was like, if you don't come to the door, I'm going to call the cops. My mom was so scared of the cops.
Yeah.
And
Most druggies
Yeah.
are. Most
didn't.
druggies are.
she didn't come to the door, and I go downstairs, and her friends are out front, and I'm like, hey, have you seen my mom? They're like, yeah, I saw her downstairs at like 7, 8 a.m. smoking. And I was like, okay. So maybe she's just
Right.
sleeping
Right,
hard.
maybe
I don't know.
sleep.
So I go up there and keep banging on the door, and I had to call 911 to have them come unlock the door, and she was dead in her chair. So I woke up shortly after 8 a.m. Must have been right when she died.
Right. I kind of get that. Like, right before my grandpa died, he died on January 2nd, and it was like January 1st. I have this feeling where I was just like, I need to call him and say Happy New Year. I need to call him and say Happy New Year. I need to call him and say Happy New Year. I need to. And I didn't. And the next day he died.
Wow.
And I would never forget that. I was like, what? Why did I was like, I need to do it. 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 And I was like 8. I'm like, I'm playing with my Barbies, and you forget about
Yeah.
it. And the next day he died.
Intuition is a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it's so weird.
Absolutely.
So how hard was it what happens after you're in this coma? You're in this coma for 3 days. Then
Yeah.
then the hard part starts.
I think one
You
of
wake
my first memories actually is waking up to my arm gone. Like,
Well, yeah, of course.
I-
I mean,
That's
like,
trauma.
that's
in and
gotta
of
be
itself.
Yeah.
Right.
fucking wild.
Right, you went to bed.
I was freaking out. I woke, and it's like I was so in and out of it because I had like
So much
brain
medicine, too.
damage.
Yeah, of course.
So much medicine. I'm in and out.
Dude, they give you the good drugs for that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I was knocked the fuck out. And I just remember that being one of my first waking moments. Is like looking at my arm, and I'm like, I like lost my shit.
Did
I
you
was
ever
like-
have any, like, people say they get, like, the phantom feeling?
I
Did
still
you have
get
any?
phantom pains. I still feel my fingers. I can still move them. Like, there's still the nerves.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
I'll get pain in my fingers that don't exist.
That's crazy. My
It's
cousin
really crazy.
got her leg amputated above the knee, and she was, like,
Wow.
36. So I was like, that's crazy.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I can't imagine
insane.
it's versus like not having it when you're born versus losing it when you're in your
Yeah.
20s.
I was in the hospital for 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months?
Yeah, it should have been longer, to be honest.
Right, that's crazy.
Yeah. I had my friends bringing me edibles.
Of
Sneaking me
course.
edibles.
I would have fucking
Making
had
you
my
feel
friends bring me
better.
everything.
Yeah, I was
Who the fuck
so-
wants to live in a hospital for 2
Right.
months?
And on top of that,
So-
I was so like, I wouldn't let them put a gown on me. I was like, you're not fucking moving my body.
Right.
So I'm like, everyone that comes in to see me has to look at my whole vagina. I'm like, just out. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, you guys aren't putting anything on me.
Right.
So
Were you like in the movies, like the full body cast?
literally, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was so bad.
That's crazy.
So, did Terry dude, how did he find out?
They brought him back from
Because
I
of
was
the
gonna
injury.
die.
Yeah, I
Because I
kind of
was supposed
figured,
to.
He
yeah.
was still his wife.
Yeah, and he came back and stole my money out of my purse while I was in a coma.
Nice. Fuck you, guys.
Wait, what?
He stole my GoFundMe money as well. And
Wow.
he was really fucking mean to me when I was in the hospital. His mom, I guess him and his mom were like laughing and joking around while I was in my coma, not gonna pull through. And my mom was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
So they're like telling jokes and playing games, and she's like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, your wife's dying. She's literally dying.
Right.
And
Fucking South Dakota.
fucking
You
South
asshole.
Dakota. Maybe they were just trying to lighten.
Maybe those are.
Did he die in Iraq? I hope he did.
No,
Yeah, that's their
we're
coping
going through a
mechanism.
divorce right now.
Taken for everything.
He don't got nothing.
Ugh. That's probably why I steal your fucking GoFundMe money. You suck, South Dakota.
He's a broke bitch.
Well, can't be mean to people and
I
expect
hope
good
you
things.
see this, you piece of shit.
Can't put bad out and expect good in, baby.
Listen,
Do
I'm
better.
not trained military, but I'll fuck you up
He
in
will.
way weird ways.
Yeah.
In way weird ways.
Narcissists don't care. They'll do anything.
Maybe that's why you're so good at fighting. Is because you're a narcissist.
You're a narc.
I am not a narc. Get the fuck out of here. I am not a narc.
Narcissist made me narc now.
Motorcycle club. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
So that's crazy.
I am not a narc.
So you wake up with no arm and
I was losing my shit, and then this old ass nurse, she was so rude to me. She's like, "Quiet down." I was like, "You fucking quiet down."
right? Like my life is
The
changing.
fuck?
Right.
I don't have an arm. What the fuck is happening? Like,
I could not
That's insane.
even fathom any of that at all.
This is gonna be kind of dark, but were you happy? Like you pulled through, or you're like,
No.
If I have this, fuck me. I'd rather
No.
just.
I'll be honest with you right now. If we're being honest,
Right? Yeah. No.
No, I'm good.
At first, no.
Kill me.
I'm good.
At first, no.
Yeah.
I was like, "Why the fuck did?
Right,
Why am
let
I
me
here?"
die, right.
Yeah. Like why the
hell?
fuck did I pull through this? And like, why the fuck am I? Why? Like,
Yeah.
why?
Right. What am I learning from this?
Yeah. Also, part of the engine went up my vagina. So like a shrapnel of metal from the engine, a tiny piece, went right up my vagina, lacerated my bladder from the inside in half, and my vagina. Obviously.
What does that mean? Did you have to
not
have like a colostomy
surgery.
bag and all that shit?
I had one of those catheters.
Oh,
Yeah. They had to repair my bladder, my spleen, my lung, my liver.
Do you have any
That's
like
crazy.
obviously?
Lasting injuries.
Yeah.
besides-
What lasting injuries do you have from like now?
Well, my vagina's good. Everything's
Yeah, we
good.
know.
We know.
We know.
We're good. I do sometimes pee my pants, but that's
That's from
only-
pregnancy, isn't it?
It's from my injury.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
well, I know that like pregnant women
Say
have
they laugh.
Yeah.
like after being pregnant.
I didn't give vaginal birth. I had C-section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Both,
So-
both. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I only really pee my pants if I'm at like a concert or like a show and I'm dancing really hard.
Super
I
excited.
can't really. I can't control it.
I'm just
do
so
you-
excited.
things like that. Do you have trouble dancing or stuff? Do you like feel weird? Like do you, weird pains in your legs or anything?
My right hip is fake and my right knee is fake. So I gotta like be careful with what I'm doing.
Okay.
But I can still dance and I can still have a good time.
Have you traveled? Do you have the card that says that you have metal in your body?
No, but I tell them every time.
So
Do you
I
go
have.
off? Do you beep?
I go off every single time.
I have a substantial amount of metal in my body as
Your metal
well.
is fuck.
And fucking the same thing when I go to the DMV, my arm goes beep, 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 beep,
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
all the time. So
That's so funny.
I didn't mine. God forbid it was not as bad as yours,
Right.
but I broken this arm a million times, and
There's a video on TikTok if you want to see it.
so that
I
video
don't.
that
You
video
can hear it. You can't see it. You can hear it.
that video shows I'd already had a metal plate in my arm, and it exploded when I hit the ground, and it went off like a BB inside of my skin, and it exploded all of my forearm. So
Wow.
I was in reconstructive surgery for I think like 9 hours. So I have 2 titanium plates from my wrist to my elbow with like 42 screws holding my arm together.
Wow.
But I mean, I'm not taking anything away from
No,
you.
no, it's like an
But
injury's an injury,
yeah.
and they're not fun.
No.
yeah,
So
It's-
did
it
they have
was
to put any
fucking
metal
wild.
in your head or anything? Or is
No.
it just your hip
No,
and your knee?
not
Yeah,
my
well,
head.
so you said you had like traumatic brain injuries. Like, so what was the extent of that?
Yeah, I had a hemorrhage, a brain hemorrhage,
Which is like bleeding in the
Bleeding
brain.
out.
Yeah.
and they did a surgery.
I know. So, because I'm a fucking weirdo, they had cut a piece of. From what I know, they cut a piece of your skull out to release the pressure.
Yes. Yep.
So that's
Yeah, the back of my head. Yeah.
what
Does
they
it feel
did.
different?
You can feel
Do they put it back? They put the
They put the piece right back.
How
Yeah,
does it stay in place?
they stitch it back
They
in
stitch it.
because you have skin over your skull.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you probably don't even know.
I mean, I think she knows.
Well, thanks,
so
Captain
you
Obvious.
can feel it, like.
You can feel a little bit of a difference, but it's not anything crazy.
Did you have your forehead tattooed before or after?
No, after.
After.
Yeah.
Weird.
Man, getting tattoos gonna be so easy now.
No, it's not. It's still really horrible, and I hate it. I'll still do it.
Get your
She
throat
said
tattooed. I won't do it.
She said it's a cover up.
I will not do it.
I wish.
Everyone is like, well, tattoos probably don't bother you. Yes, they do.
Right.
They
They're
suck.
horrible.
I'm telling her this. She wants to get her elbow tattooed. I'm
I
like,
do.
bitch,
That's
just
like
stop.
the worst spot, from what I hear. I don't have mine done.
Colored in fully.
I want it around my elbow. It's
I have
around my
mine
elbow.
colored in fully.
It's horrible.
And
I
it
hear.
was awful. And the fucking shit she's showing me, I'm like, don't
says I'm
even.
gay.
You're fucking a loser.
It is.
Wow.
It's literally
It's
a barbed
gay as
wire
fuck,
heart.
dude.
It is so gay.
I like that.
It's just
No,
a
it's
barbed
not.
wire heart
Show her the
around my
picture.
elbow.
It's
It is
gay
so
as
lame.
fuck.
It's so lame, but I think it's so cute.
She wanted a spider web. I go,
He
when'd you
told
go
me
to
no.
prison?
Yeah. He's
Oh
like,
my
you can't.
god.
That's poser shit. You can't do that.
Yes, you
my-
can.
You don't have any tattoos. You cannot get a spider
I
web.
like that. I think that's
it's really
cute.
cute.
No.
He said
I would
no.
do that around my knee.
Yeah,
That
so
might
was
be
the
okay,
other
that is perfect.
to do it
Elbow,
around
That would be
it might
great.
Look,
So like this girl has that around her knee. That's just big.
her knees weird.
Yeah.
One of my friends has those around her nipples.
Or do that.
See, I cannot get
I
my
want-
nipples pierced. I will puke.
No, not pierced.
So I want to get them tattooed. I want to get them
Tattooed.
into hearts. I want to get
Me
them into nude
too.
colored hearts.
Yes.
There
I
you go.
do
We
too.
can go together. Perfect. Make a nude
I could
color.
never do the piercing.
No, I will die.
She just got her conch pierced and almost
And
passed
passed
out.
out.
Like a couple days ago.
I can't do piercings.
No.
Tattoos, sure. Piercings, no. So
Piercings are different.
yeah. So cool. We can get our heart-shaped nipples together.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I got this done with a sewing needle, dude.
Disgusting. Trauma.
I pierced my nose when I was younger with a carpet needle.
Dude,
See, but the nose wasn't.
I had
that
to
bad
have
for
two
me.
people hold me down because it was so bad. Her and her,
Great.
whatever, you know who she is?
She doesn't like me.
Oh,
Well,
well, she watches. She was a good friend of mine for years.
bad press is still press.
And she pierced my lip for me, which is clearly still there because it was so unprofessionally
The
done.
scar's there, yeah.
And there's a huge it's like a fat,
Keloid?
it's like a fat wad in my mouth
Keloid.
Keloids are the worst.
from it or whatever. So her and her boyfriend at the time, I was like, I'm gonna pierce my lip. My mom won't fucking take me to get it
Take me to
done.
Claire's.
So I'm not getting it here because you guys all have it. I'm not getting it here because our other friends have it. I'm doing right in the middle.
Ew.
And
Was that when she was with?
oh my god, tall, skinny, lanky fucking kid.
No. Must have been before him.
That I know who that is.
Tall, skinny, lanky.
I know that name.
Full disclaimer, I like her.
I do, too.
I don't have any issue. I don't know why she doesn't like me. I have no idea.
She always had that with people.
I don't know why.
She always had that with
We
people.
never got in a fight. Nothing ever happened.
Because she was the scene girl. And she didn't like when other people were the scene girls.
I don't know. So me and my daughter's dad moved
Yeah.
down to Florida.
That was her best friend.
No.
Well, dude, she loved those little scene boys.
Oh, then actually
Maybe
they
that's
probably
why.
were best friends.
I guarantee you she was.
We went down to Florida and she let us stay with them.
I believe it. I believe
And
it.
I really don't know what happened to make her not like me anymore. Probably everything to do with him. I don't know because we never talked about it. But everyone always tells me that she fucking hates you. I'm like, why?
Oh, I don't.
I'm like, why?
I
What
haven't
did
spoken to
do?
her in years. Like, literally, I have not spoken to her in
I don't know. She looks amazing.
15
she
years.
looks really
Yeah,
good
she
from what
looks
I've
great.
seen. She had just had surgery when we got down there, so she was kind of
See, I didn't-
out of it. But
I from the pictures I put it together,
she looks good. She
but
looks
I didn't
really
know
good.
she actually had the surgery.
She looks
but,
really good.
yeah, she's the one. She fucking her and her boyfriend held me down in her bedroom and fucking stabbed my lip, and it wouldn't go through because it was a sewing needle. It's not meant for piercing, and you could feel every fucking layer, dude, just fucking
Slowly
and
pushing
it
through.
popped.
That's how I felt when I got
When
my
it
belly
got-
button done. You feel the pop in and you feel the pop out.
When it got through, dude, you felt that fucking and you heard the pop in your head.
Exactly.
You can hear it.
No.
And that's what I can't do. I can't, that popping
And then I had it for
it's
years.
in my head.
So,
Disgusting.
and now I still have it. I could probably, if I really wanted to,
Push one through.
dude, the nerve damage is so bad though. When you like touch it, it fucking,
Ooh.
it freaks me out.
Like
Bad.
electric.
Oh, it's bad. I cut my thumb off at work once. Like, basically, it was hanging on by like literally tendons. And when you literally like rub your finger across my thumb like that, I want to punch you right in your fucking face. It's the worst.
I get that.
I hate it. I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
Any like bad scarring on your
I have
legs
a
or anything?
lot of scars, yeah.
Have you done tattoos over the scars?
No,
Not
no.
yet.
I don't think I'll tattoo my scars. It's a lot of scar
Yeah.
tissue.
Yeah.
Probably hurt. So
Feels
it
so
might not even
weird.
take ink.
Right.
You have to wait so many years.
Yeah.
So when I got mine done, so like obviously it's not the same, but I had one that goes from my wrist like halfway up to my elbow, which you can like see a little
disgusting.
bit on both
When you
sides of
do-
my
you
arm.
do the weird
Oh,
thing and you can see
the
it.
bubble.
No, the inside.
The bubble.
That one. Oh, yeah, the outside bubble like pops out.
Oh.
Like a weird like.
That thing.
I can't see your. Yeah, that thing. Ick.
Yeah, so I couldn't get my sleeve done on this arm for years. I had to wait because you can't tattoo scar tissue.
When,
I mean, you
what year was
can,
your
but-
accident?
2018. May of 2018.
So did you start your OnlyFans before or after?
After.
And that was the niche?
No, actually.
It just kind of happened? Or so let's ask that. Is that your actual like
No.
thing? Is that your like claim to fame on OnlyFans?
No, I don't even include my arm and things.
Oh, so some people on OnlyFans
A lot of people don't even know.
That's cool. So we were gonna ask, like, do people ask you for weird shit about it? But if no one knows,
No, they don't really know.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I have a big butt.
Right there you go. That's
So
So they just
guess-
want a lot of butt videos.
Yeah.
It's just
actually,
a ton of butt
awesome.
videos.
A lot, yeah.
That's awesome.
Like, hey,
So-
shove this soda bottle up your ass.
Oh, no, I don't do...
She's
just
like,
kidding.
She's like, okay, I have a line, and that's it.
There's one. But everyone's got a price.
Yeah.
You
Everyone
just said
has a
shove a
price.
soda bottle up your ass, but you had to ask her if you could ask her about
About
elevation. Okay. Got it.
So,
Interesting. That's
Sorry.
hilarious. This is why we turned off your mic.
he goes, can I ask you something?
Right. I really thought you were going like a couple
No, she was
swingers.
talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
I thought it was going to be a swinger situation, not.
Same.
When we first started doing this podcast, I interrupted everybody.
Yes.
And like I would just be like,
That was the reason. Remember, he told you we got in a fight when we tried to do a podcast.
Yeah.
nope,
He
I haven't
interrupted
recorded.
me.
She's a liar. She's
That's
a
the
liar.
reason it
It's all
started.
recorded. It's all recorded. She
Sorry,
is
because you
lying.
interrupted me.
That might be the start of it, but
Right. That wasn't the end, but it was the start.
Yeah.
it's all recorded.
Yes, I know. You made me watch it after the fight.
I did on that TV. I was like,
On the
You wanna see what you did wrong?
Screaming at each other.
because I was like
Right.
sitting here.
You want to see what you did wrong, narcissist.
Narcissist.
No. I was so upset because it was going so well.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden she planted a bomb.
Right, which was, why are you interrupting me?
And then
Makes-
it just
makes the show suck.
exploded.
Well,
And we only recorded for like 20 minutes.
I don't even think we got that
So
far.
literally, after we got done fighting, I'm like, babe, sit down. I'm like, let's watch this back and see what happened. And then she watches it and she's like, fuck.
I was
Yeah.
so mad.
It was
like, okay, I
all
could have
me.
handled that a lot different.
I didn't even do anything.
You interrupted me.
Like I was literally just talking.
Yeah.
Because I get excited when we do these shows. So like sometimes I overstep and I talk a lot, which I do in real life.
Yeah.
But I'm learning. Like when we do this, I'm starting to keep my
Getting the
mouth
social
shut. And like
cues.
when somebody starts talking, I'm like, okay,
Finish your story
Yeah.
or release your sentence.
please, I gotta talk.
can we also just talk about how many people we've name dropped
Oh,
tonight?
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, please,
He's got a
Keith.
lot of work
You got a
to do.
lot of work on this one,
We've
buddy.
dead named everything.
I know. First and last.
Well, so,
First and last,
Social
and where
security
they're
numbers
from.
next.
I
They'll
didn't-
be in the
so
notes.
we didn't
Show
have
notes.
a producer.
Oh,
when I first started this
So
show.
it's just Alex.
So it was just me, and I don't have a laptop. She does, and it's from
horrible.
It's from like 2006.
You're one of those people that says laptop.
Isn't that what it is?
Laptop.
LAP, lap.
It's a laptop.
Lap.
Lab.
Not a lab.
Laptop.
Okay, do you say Tupperware or Tupperware?
Tupperware.
Okay.
I also say elementary school.
It is elementary.
Right.
You said
when
library.
when you go to California, it's elementary.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
It's weird.
know
So
what I
you living in Colorado, did they do that there?
Yeah, elementary.
Elementary.
Did they tell you had an accent?
Yeah.
Oh, I
What is
hated
the
that.
accent? I don't think
We say our A's funny. Accent.
I lived on the West Coast too, dude.
we say wicked a lot.
Wicked.
So when I moved to the West Coast, they were literally like, we thought you were gonna be like a mobster and have like a
Like
I
New York
was
City.
because I'm
Like a
from New
Boston-
York.
like a
Yeah.
Boston-
So they
or
thought that I was gonna
Brooklyn.
have like a fucking like, hey, how you doing? Like, which I and giving myself
You give yourself
I
a
give
lot.
myself that sometimes.
Yes.
But
New York City and New York State is the same to other people.
yeah,
Right,
it's
and
weird.
it's
It's
not
so
the same.
weird.
Not even close.
No.
We say in this show a lot, like we ain't the city, dude.
We ain't.
We ain't even close.
We're different.
Yeah.
We're
Well, we're only 4 hours away, but fuck, we're different.
It's
We're
light
so
years
different.
away.
Yeah, we're a lot different.
I do steal their lingo. I say dead ass.
Right.
But that's normal. I feel like
Yeah,
that's
lingo goes
normal.
away.
No, I'm saying like that
Lingo,
phrase.
I was thinking.
That
like
ass.
lingo
I've been saying
shit.
that for
Out
years.
of pocket. Out of
That I
pocket.
don't say.
I do.
I like that.
My daughter used to say that, but she would say, "You're literally in your pocket.
Oh, what?
Literary.
You're in your
That's
pocket."
how
Hella.
Kaden says
Hella.
literary.
Hella.
I hate it.
I don't like that word.
I
either.
fucking hate it. When I moved to California,
That's all they
Oh,
say.
is that
that's
King.
all they fucking say.
Hella.
Hella
That's hella
this,
cool, bro.
hella this, hella that. And I'd be like, hella, you're retarded. And then they would yell at me for saying retarded.
Right.
Yeah,
Especially in
you can't
California,
say
you
that.
can't say retarded.
This is
Alex,
my show. I can say it.
Alex loves the word retarded.
I do. It's a great word.
Well,
Agree to
I have
disagree.
retarded siblings. I'm allowed to say it.
that reminds me of that Shameless episode where
Exactly.
he's like, "What is it? Me-tard, you-tard, retard nation."
I think of like The Office, where he's like, I wouldn't call actually disabled people retards. I'm calling
Right.
retards retards.
Exactly.
It's not
That-
the same thing.
I tell you that. That's exactly how I feel
from, like,
about it.
The
I would.
Office.
So she has a Down syndrome nephew who is like
Amazing.
my love, and
Right.
when we met, how much does he love me?
He loves you, buddy. You're his buddy.
It's crazy how much this kid loves me.
Right.
It's like wild. I would never say anything bad about that kid. But we had a little incident
Got kicked out
last
of my
year.
sister's house.
Last year
Saying the word retard.
last year at
Super Bowl.
or 2 years ago at Super Bowl Sunday, I catered the whole thing. I
You
made,
did, he made
ribs for
ribs
the
and
whole
everything.
family. I fucking do all this nice shit. And I happened to say the word
Retard.
because
And he was already drunk, so then he started screaming.
which I hate.
Hey, she listens.
Okay,
Take that
I do
out.
like you.
Take that out.
We're great now, but you are. Anyway, we got into this fucking pissing match, and I fucking was hammered, and I lost it. And I'm like, you fucking retards with your stupid fucking TikTok.
Yeah, you saw one TikTok.
And I go,
that
just
called
because the internet,
retards
I go,
back.
just because the internet told you couldn't fucking say this word anymore means you
my
can't
God,
fucking
he went
say it.
off.
Flipped right out.
He really didn't get kicked out. I strongly
I went outside to
suggested
smoke
we
a
leave.
cigarette.
I said, we're going to leave right now.
Because I love cigarettes, which I stopped smoking 3 months ago.
No.
Good for you.
Yeah,
for you,
thank
right?
God for those things. Otherwise,
For
I'd
sin.
still be smoking. I still
Smoking.
crave a ciggy, baby. I love them.
You're fucking
No.
South Dakota
Love
smoking.
them. Love
Smoking.
ciggies. I love ciggies.
I love Siggy.
I love ciggies.
Hilarious. I can't.
But I went outside to smoke a cig, and
I came out and said,
Linz
"Let's
comes
go."
out. She goes, "We gotta
I
go."
go, I have all our
Let's
stuff.
go.
We didn't eat any of the ribs.
I left all the
We
food
out.
there. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then I didn't see her family for a couple months.
I was like,
They
yeah.
needed a little break.
They always do.
They always, right. They take Alex in very small doses.
Every
He's too
time we
much.
fucking hang out,
He's too much for them.
which I don't understand. It's not that bad.
You're just the life of the party. That's what I
He
say.
has to be the center of attention.
No, I don't.
You know what? You know what kind of people do that?
Narcissistic.
Shut the fuck up, both yous. All right?
I think I just found my new BFF.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see the love forming
This is
right now against me,
hilarious.
you fucking assholes.
We got the dimples.
Yeah.
We got the dark hair, the dark eyes.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Fuck you.
I mean, we still like you.
Right.
That you should be thankful for.
Why?
Because you're a narcissist.
It's definitely a choice. It's definitely some
I'm
work
just
to love
me.
you. It's work to
I'm
love
just me.
you. I'm just Ken.
Yeah,
Everyone
exactly.
else
What was
I
that song?
see at 10.
Yeah. Have you seen the new Barbie
I
movie?
haven't watched that.
I'm just Ken. All right?
So Ryan Gosling got nominated for an Oscar
Which
for
is crazy.
the only
This is one of the worst
Oscar
movies I've
that the
ever seen in
movie
my
got
life.
was for Ryan Gosling's song "I'm Just Ken"
Wow.
in the Barbie movie.
Wow.
Yeah, which is like a musical. Yeah, but he's saying "I'm just Ken," and he's like, if I wasn't in fucking Barbie land, I'd be a fucking 10. But I'm in shit Barbie land where girls rule, and I'm a 0 here. Nobody looks at me.
It's literally one of the worst
It's
movies
so
ever
funny.
made.
Really? I still need to watch it, I think.
We can watch it right now.
I wanted it to be something different. Like at the beginning, they she's in like the shower and there's no water. You know what I mean? Like the old like dream house shower. Like she pours milk and no real milk
nothing
comes in.
comes out.
Right, and it's so cute. And I'm like, this is perfect.
That's
and
what
then
I
it turns
thought.
into real world like actual problems about how like women don't get paid enough and we live in a
it
man's
becomes
world.
super like political and it's
it was,
wild.
The message was really good, but I wanted a sweet Barbie movie.
Yeah.
I wanted like a nostalgia movie.
I wanted to see your
Not
water
a
ski.
lesson.
That's all I wanted. Just wanted to see your water ski because fucking A, Barbie, you can do everything. You got the skis.
She's the president.
You got the fucking boat. Let's go.
And like she flies from the Barbie dream house to the car. She
Yeah.
doesn't touch the ground.
It's a
It's
weird.
love that.
It's
I gotta
such a
watch it.
weird movie, dude.
I'm a brat, and if something's really popular, I don't want nothing to do with it. Like,
Oh, but I'm a narcissist and I act the same fucking way.
no, I think that's an autistic thing.
No, it's not. That is, if you're talking
Wow,
shit and saying
Alex.
I'm a narcissist, that's a narcissistic trait.
And what have you learned today? That you are a
Nothing.
narcissist with autism.
Autistic.
I learned to not have
Poor
two
honey.
women on my podcast at one time. That's what I learned.
Well, women are taking their power back
Right.
now.
And I don't like it.
We're woke. No men like it.
No, I'm just
No
kidding.
men do.
I don't not like it. I support
Depends
it.
on the day.
Yeah.
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 It goes.
I support it a lot. I have a daughter.
I know you do. You do
and-
for the most part.
Yeah. I'm not like some piece of shit.
All right. Can we be done?
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do a second part of this episode.
Yes.
Shout out to Biddy. Thanks for coming on so
Yes,
much.
Do your handle or what?
Well, yeah. So
What do
you can shout out your handles if you want.
Right.
We'll put them in the end of the episode. I'll have you text them to me or whatever, and
Yeah.
then we'll put them in at like credits or in the description. But I just want to say shout out to all you guys. Subscriptions, whatever. Thanks a lot. Comment, subscribe, the whole 9. Put them out there.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Seriously.
We're gonna talk after we stop recording, and
We
we're
gotta
gonna
do this again.
We're
for
gonna
sure.
we're gonna come on. We're gonna finish the episode, and she might become a staple on the show. So
This was awesome.
this
fun.
was a really good episode. So shout out your handles.
Shout out to all the pair. I had to say that.
The what?
Y'all, you don't know. Shout out to all the pair.
What does that
I don't know
mean?
what that means.
DJ Khaled.
Oh,
One time he was like, shout out to all the pair. Every time you say shout out, that's all I can hear.
Oh no.
Anyway.
I don't know what that means.
over.
Oh, yeah,
Cut that
I
out.
was
Let's cut that out.
You're
Let's cut
like,
that out.
what?
Never mind.
What the fuck
That
are you
one
talking
didn't.
about?
That one didn't do it.
Sorry. We are not hip.
Yeah,
I
not at
guess
all.
not.
No, not at all.
I can't believe you don't know. Shout out. He's like, shout out to all the pair. I'm like,
No,
what?
we both just like stared.
Yeah,
guys
I
are
was
like,
I'm like, what? I thought maybe it was like a friend
Like,
of
that
yours.
was the craziest thing you said all
I know.
night.
We
was
just heard
that.
some of the craziest shit ever, and like that just blew our minds.
That was the one. That was it.
That and the elevation question. Those two things just got me so good. Yeah.
The elevation was funny.
All right, yeah, but seriously,
My handle.
plug your handles
My
if you
handles.
want.
Whatever
you
want
wanna
our
plug.
viewers to see.
I have a bunch of different ones.
So
I'm
put them out
gonna-
there,
I'll
every
have-
single one, if you want.
I'll have you put them in the
Descriptions?
credits. Yeah, because that's probably easier.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Well,
No one's
thank.
gonna write it down.
Yeah, that's true. They're going to click on the link.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. This has been Talking Shit with B-Rag. We love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.